No, it's 12. My AC is 12.
Oh,
Excellent.
shit. No, not excellent.
No, this is fine. This is great for me.
That's where we're at, folks. His AC is a 12, and that's great for the DM. Welcome back to the Mercs of Mischief show. I believe that I have sorted out all of the individual problems previously plaguing a little show here. So let's find out in 3, 2, 1. I really hope. Yeah.
All right.
I hope that I solved all the problems.
All right, everyone. It is Sunday, so it's time to engage our regularly scheduled classes here at the Avalon Knights Academy. I have a few announcements. In particular, we are still accepting donations for our Gen Con run, as you can see in the down there part. We are also still currently taking
Everything's going to go dark for a second, but just keep going.
For Extra Life. I'm not even going to look at it. We're also taking donations through Extra Life, and we are halfway to our goal. So you can check that out in the down there part. It helps some people that definitely need it. Also, we have some new items available for sale on our merch store at Redbubble. So if you want to get your very own Mercs of Mischief, be sure to check that out in the down there part as well. And last but not least, those of you looking to enroll in the Avalon Knights Academy through Patreon, that is still available for anybody who'd like to do so. There are monthly games that happen with your very own administrator, Mr. Puck, along with a middle tier that gives you access to our special Minecraft realm, where we have constructed the keep in tiny blocks. So you can access that there as well. And that is the end of today's announcements.
Did you say tiny blocks or tiny blocks?
They're a meter cubed. Yeah, they're not tiny.
Well, okay. What? I'm sorry for belittling the Minecraft
It's
blocks.
also not tidy. So I was like, either way.
Roll the thing.
And we also, hey, but you might see us in there playing characters with that look like us, thanks to our viewer, Anna.
That is true.
In a mystery. You'll see her in the chat. Anyways, let's see if this works. Nope, not while we're doing the thing.
Oh no!
I just got to do the refresh. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1.
Just on the shores of the Disarmed River, just across the way from Golden Fields, there rests a lonely keep.
Hello.
Hey, it kind of worked almost.
Welcome back. So, welcome to the Mercenaries of Mischief. I, as always, am your benevolent Dungeon Master Puck, and I am joined today by these traveling shoppers who are in no danger at all.
Everything is fine.
Everything is just fine. And they are in, I'll introduce them in teams. Team 1, the recently nudified, save for a helmet, Mr. Lucas is joining us today. And then firmly attached to Lucas's back, holy backpack healer, Miss Rolda is joining us as well.
Yes.
And then on Team 2, we have our matchmakers, Miss Jabetta fucking not.
This is the team where we're actually fine.
Yeah, we're A-okay. Everything's good over here.
Don't know what you're talking about.
And last but not least, Miss Lilith Singer, also joining us today. When last we left our heroes, they decided to make way towards the Forest of Worms. And along the trail, they have come to the Borskir Bridge, which has a kind of merchant camp that is maintained by a pair of adventurers there. They've decided to stop in and have a look around after a long meeting at Dragonspear Castle with Mr. Vakala Enna, a half-dragon that is...
I hate this fucking computer so much.
Oh, God.
I was watching like,
It's coming apart.
everything's falling apart.
But
You
I'll just
fucking
keep talking.
jinxed it. When
There's
you
a goddamn XSplit update. I thought it was going to
Oh,
fix things.
no.
It did not.
All right, well, after they spoke with Vakala Enna and got some disturbing news about what he plans to do, they decided to continue to attempt to thwart his plans and go to the Forest of Worms. A little bit of sidetrack in Borskier Bridge, went shopping, found out that one of the older shopkeepers, Apothecary Leiden, is in love with a Mad Meredith,
K.A. Baba Yaga, maybe.
who has a cart that looks like Baba Yaga's house.
Keep Rolda busy, man.
And Rolda is convinced that this is in fact Baba Yaga. They have decided to get some jewelry and present that to her in an effort to bring these two old folks together and give them a chance at happiness. But while that was happening, Lucas decided to go pick up the armor that he turned in for repairs, with Rolda attached firmly to his back, only to come across a red-scaled half-dragon loading up a group of women into a cart. And it was noticed that these women have chains around their ankles.
That is very concerning. I apologize. I'm trying to figure out why the fucking audio is being like that today. It's never been like that in the past.
That's okay, because we're going to start with Jabetta and Lilith today.
Oh, that would be perfect. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Oh, yes, romance. Romance.
Could have going to start with them instead.
Oh no!
No,
Oh
it's
no!
fine. We got this.
This was the plan from the beginning.
So who are
It
we?
just happens to work out this way.
Who are we talking with last?
You were speaking with the jewel crafter. I will say his name is Carl.
Oh right, okay.
Carl.
So we're talking to the other guy that's not actually Leiden.
No, you're talking to the jewel crafter. You were having him make up a kind of bat ring.
Okay.
Something that Meredith had some kind of interest in when I chatted with him.
Hold on a second.
All right.
Sound is wonky, I hear.
Yeah.
How wonky? Look, I'm curious now. What's this wonky business?
Okay.
A little bit. I think we'll get her sorted out.
Oh, it's choppy.
Yeah.
That's no bueno.
Yeah, see, that's going choppy again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Hold on a second.
All right.
This might be a really bad idea.
Uh-oh.
It's all
Hey,
going to go
chat.
sideways.
When
How's
the
your
pro-
How's it
weekend?
going?
When the
Yeah.
producer says that, run.
Yeah. It's all
Happy
bad news.
weekend.
Technical difficulties brought to you by Mercs of Mischief. And damn it, I haven't drawn up a crayon sign yet.
God damn it. Every time I do this.
I made one, but I didn't end up having to use it because
All right. There we go.
It.
Ooh, I found something online for Jabetta's notebook. So,
Ooh.
Oh, God.
you want to get those crayons out and draw everyone a doodle?
Oh, we have to put
Oh
that
my
together.
gosh.
I really want
Yeah.
in there to be just sword wearing pants at some point.
Yeah,
It's just, and it's like a Lucas with a question mark.
yeah.
Yeah, it's
like
like
An angry looking sword.
it's really cool. It's like a 3D book that like opens up and just turns pages or something like that. All they're like, oh,
No.
we could use this.
Beautiful. No, it's glorious all the way through. So we'll just kind of continue on with you guys.
I feel like I lost my groove.
Oh no,
All right.
you're having this Batwing made up, and it doesn't take long before Carl, who's not a unicorn, I heard you chat, to finish producing this ring for you. He said it wouldn't take long. He was just going to remove the settings, and you guys have already paid.
Oh, cool.
And he hands it over to you.
Thank you so much, Carl. Much is appreciated.
No problem. I mean, if it turns out working and old Leiden and Meredith there end up all right together, then maybe let me know.
I'm sure we'll find out soon with the hot gossip.
I suppose the next step should to inquire if Meredith is actually interested.
It's hard to tell with Meredith. She's a bit odd, but I imagine she could use the company. It's just her alone in that cart.
Great. Let's go find out.
Let's. I'm excited. How about you, Jabelta, as we walk?
I mean, I guess we're just doing. I'm past being excited. It's just a thing I've committed to now. So.
Really? You don't think that it's exciting to set up a pair that want to be with each other, possibly at least?
Seems fine.
Oh, well, just to let you know, I was thinking possibly of using this ring as a way to give to Leiden. Once we find out what Meredith does like, hopefully this is it. And maybe he can present it to her, maybe?
Yeah, not sure why you did that part first, but
I got
fine.
excited.
Yeah.
Hopefully the shopkeeper is correct. Well,
Also,
and also
if we walk in there,
Hold on a second.
Oh, Jesus.
Hold on.
Oh God.
Hold on.
Lordy,
Lordy.
Oh boy.
oh Lordy, it's gonna be a day.
I just imagine you and Pearls just.
Is it going or is it not going?
It says network error on my end.
Fuck.
Refresh.
It's not going.
See if this works in the meantime.
Y'all
Hey.
enjoying the ride?
Oh, look, I fixed that part.
I was trying to dance along earlier and it
So
kept stopping.
We got music.
All right, looks like we're back.
All right. Hey,
All
that
right.
came in just in time for me making an obscene gesture. Fantastic.
Excellent.
Okay.
Y'all still
I
here
think
with
we're
us?
back, chat.
I don't
we
know.
okay?
I'm stuck on commercial right now. I can't check.
All right, let's give it a minute before we come back into the commercial. Now that I've-
Take a little breather.
Did we
Like-
lose people? Oh no! I only see 8.
stuff getting set up and updating, and it's just like, if you want to help us solve these problems, your bits can help go towards the upgrade to vMix, a professional grade broadcasting software. Just saying. Can y'all hear us out there?
Can you hear us, please? let
Okay.
me know.
I
All
think
right.
we're good to go.
I think we're set.
All right.
Excellent.
I think
We should be. Oh, good.
Okay.
Now I can actually see how many people are watching.
All right. So,
Hi everyone.
Whoa.
we're good. Under the
Okay.
skin here is just a boiling volcano of rage that will be unleashed during the break.
take a deep breath. It's going to be okay.
Is this the episode where Baldur loses her temper?
Oh, it's perfect though, because I'm about to murder the fuck out of Baba Yaga, as far as I know.
No.
Sound bite. Okay, anyway, that actually nice segue, because what I was gonna say to Lilith right before we cut out was, so if we get in there and that really is Baba Yaga, we murder. Yes, not
Can I
a
do it?
question. Wasn't a question.
I do
Okay,
a history
and then,
check on
and then
Baba
Jobetta
Yaga?
goes.
As a player, I know the dangers of Baba Yaga, but does Lilith know?
Lilith doesn't know shit. What are you-
Let's
I've been
see.
at a bar for a while. There's gotta be stories floating
Let's
around.
do a history check, and I'll tell you what Lilith knows.
Please, Lilith. Please. Damn it!
Nope.
You're too busy writing songs, Lilith. That and drinking. What have you been doing these 10 years at the bar?
I've been trying to tell you for so long. Wow, I'm not getting into this conversation again. All right.
And I'm drinking.
I'm hoping, all right?
All right. So, where are you going first? Are you going to go see Leiden, or are you going to go see Meredith?
Meredith.
Meredith?
We gotta find out about those discounts if she sells for cheaper or not.
All right.
Wait, did we
So-
actually get the price checks from all of Leiden's? Oh shit.
I don't know. What do you remember from last episode?
I don't remember what the thunder thing cost.
So,
A fuck ton? I don't know.
Meredith's cart, as you remember, has these kind of carved wooden chicken legs on the bottom of it hanging off. And the whole cart is done up to look like if Baba Yaga's house transformed into a cart.
All right. So when we go in, is it Baba Yaga or?
Are they going in without me?
Does she have a name tag?
Does she have a name? I am Baba Yaga.
I swear, if it is Baba Yaga,
ask me about specials. Okay. You walk in, she's like, "Welcome to Mad Magda's, right? Mad Meredith's Mixables."
Oh, I don't know why you're scared. This one's lovely. She's fun. Hi.
You are very brave to come into my domain.
You hear that, Jabetta? We're brave.
And she's done up. Okay, do a perception check, both of you.
Fuck.
Is this gonna be another last Sunday roll? Oh, thank
Yeah,
you,
this is-
Jabetta.
I'm so perceptive. You know this.
You are super perceptive.
Don't take me to the forest today. This is a bad day for Lilith.
So this old woman has these like long nails, and her hair is all scraggly. A lot of this is special effects.
Okay.
There, you get the picture that there might be a somewhat normal-looking old woman underneath all of this presentation that she's put on board for it.
I really want to know if Leiden is attracted to this or what she what she actually
Like, which part of this does it for?
These are questions that I have.
What can I get for you, my pretties?
I can't with this.
Just speechless.
What is this? Actually, we're hoping we could maybe get something for you.
For me? You brought a special present from Mad Meredith? Trying to curry favor with a powerful witch, I see.
Yes, that's not. Those nails aren't fake at all. Do you ever get lonely?
like a fucking infomercial.
I love this. Jabetta's gonna take care of Meredith. I'll talk with Leiden. We got this. Let's listen to your shit. She's trying to keep it cool.
I imagine there's like a snort that happens. Oh, fuck. Okay.
Oh no, chat. Jabetta definitely knows cutting words.
Yeah, this is.
It's their specialty.
Why would Mad Meredith be lonely? Why, she has the darkest demons to accompany her everywhere she goes.
Of course, but demons are such boring conversation, yes? What about someone who had similar interests?
And she drops the facade for a little bit. She's like, okay, so usually people just kind of like go along with it, or they're impressed with it, and I'm getting that you're not responding to this.
It's good for you.
What does she look like now? If she drops
She looks the same, like the costume jewelry and everything, but like
She's
all
just
of
not
the
doing the
gestures
accent
and like the voice and everything have dropped.
So it's like, no, I think it's great. It's a good thing. I'm sure a lot of people really go for that.
I love it.
It helps with the potion sales.
I'm
People
sure
like it
does.
if you think you're some kind of mad genius. You see, it's hard for a working woman to make her way in the world.
No, that's fair. Totally understandable.
Oh, speaking of which, happy Women's Days, everybody. Okay.
Yes.
Forgot to do that in the announcements. All right.
Yeah. So anyway, we heard some news that someone in town was interested in you.
In me?
Yes.
Who?
Leiden.
Oh, you really don't beat around the bush, do you, just butter?
What? Why would I? Why would I do that?
Leiden?
Yeah.
Really?
Yes.
He keeps hanging around my shop. I thought for certain he was trying to steal my recipes.
Nah, he's trying to steal your heart.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Oh, well, I mean, he's certainly nice. He's driven and doesn't have a gimmick for his shop, of course.
Maybe if the two of you got together, you could have a co-gimmick.
But look, the whole Baba Yaga thing's really more of a solo act, but I suppose
but
there's
it doesn't
something
have
that
to
can be
be.
done with it.
Doesn't have to be a solo act.
What did he say?
God, what did he say?
That was a week ago.
That was a week ago.
Or like 5 minutes for you guys.
Yeah. He basically just said that she was
He loves your spirit.
cool, right?
Well, I mean, he's got an old man style right now, and I mean, if he's changed anything about, maybe more stylish dress might put him in a new light for me. Maybe perhaps.
Definitely.
Very dashing.
He has actually improved on that. And she sends a message to Lilith and says, "We gotta make sure we get him a suit."
This is like JRPG level quest
Yeah, no,
giving.
this is
I
great.
might go on a date with him if he had some new clothes.
Yeah, right. It's just
What kind of style were you thinking?
just between us girls, I have a thing for bad boys.
Oh.
What about that stylish jacket?
I mean, that totally makes sense, and I think that makes Leiden perfect for you. He tried to scoundrel us out of tons of money over there in his shop.
Did he?
Certainly a bad boy he is.
Well, he certainly has never put on that impression for me.
Oh, I think he likes to keep it low key, kind of likes to, and especially if he didn't know what you like, maybe he was trying to make a good impression by putting on a facade, but deep down, he's a very bad man.
You think so?
I do.
Well, I mean, I suppose it couldn't hurt to have a chat with him.
Of course. Let us go and pave the way for you, so that we'll do the legwork, and you can just come in and sweep him off his feet.
Oh, goodness, I'm not sure how it works for you young girls, but I need to be swept off my feet. If he truly feels this way, I think he needs to take the plunge and make the first move.
I agree 100%. We'll be back.
But can I know what items that you have here and for what price, madame?
And as the moment you ask about buying stuff,
Baba Yaga comes back.
Yeah, the facade just comes back. Oh, we have many delightful concoctions, but they're only for the bravest, my pretty.
We're very brave. We're super brave. Bravest of the brave. Yeah.
Brave. Then what is it that you are looking for?
Thunder protection?
Joetta sends a message to Lilith and's like, why are you asking now? There's no point until we get them together, then we get the shit for cheap. What are you doing? You're wasting time.
What are they? I can't send anything back, can I?
Yeah, you can.
I can?
Yeah.
Mentally, or I have to do it verbally?
Mentally, yeah. It's a message.
Yeah.
So cool! Oh my god! I was like, well, what if they scheme together?
It's a bard spell. What are you? Go ahead.
I don't have it. I'm more of an illusionist.
That's yep.
Okay, so your response?
Huh?
Your response?
Thunder protection. Thunder.
Yes. Well, I specialize in mixing the potions together. That's what you get with Mad Meredith's special potions. So I have combined a potion of lightning resistance along with a potion of weightlessness.
Weightlessness?
Yes, you float around like a balloon.
Oh.
Can I show up at the store at some point?
And what price is that going for, ma'am?
Well, for this kind of specialized potions, a Mad Meredith would be happy to make you pay only 75 gold pieces.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Ooh.
Yes,
Okay,
well,
75.
Mad
I'm writing
Meredith,
this stuff down
I
now.
presume Mad Meredith would be happy to lower that price if one were to could be about to go on a date with young Leiden.
Young light.
It's all relative, man.
Massive finger quotes.
Okay.
I think you have to hurry, otherwise Dee from Too Many Warlocks will show up and just marry her.
Yeah. Look, I'm pretty sure he is digging, man.
Oh, he totally is.
Yeah, he's all about it. I see. You hope to curry favor with Mad Meredith. Perhaps that can be arranged. Only time will tell.
And Gilbetta says,
lady.
Gilbetta says, perhaps you could also look into some ideas to make this whole show a little better. And Gilbetta will.
There you go.
Gilbetta is going to disguise self into Baba Yaga.
Nope.
Like a much better version of Baba Yaga.
And at this point, Rhoda bursts and runs.
Say, cut to outside the shop. I'm like, okay, Lucas, we gotta save those ladies. But first, we gotta kill Baba Yaga. So on the count of 3, you kick in the door. And she draws out her pyro converger. Stands by the door, just ready to rush in.
I want this reality so bad.
It's all on you, Lucas. You kicking in the door?
But no, you're not there yet. You're doing something another part.
No.
I want it so bad, but I can't have it.
Okay, so
I mean,
Gilbetta,
Lucas is already like nodding and he's taking his axe off his back.
Gilbetta casts disguise self into like a better version of Baba Yaga.
Yep.
At the same time, she casts thaumaturgy to make all the doors and windows fly open and shut, and then casts thaumaturgy to make the ground tremor, and then
We're causing attention.
cast thaumaturgy to make all the flames just almost puff out.
You know, I'm gonna pitch in with it and mix it in with prestidigitation and make sparks fly, puff of wind.
She's like, and Gilbetta's like, if you buy my trinkets, the world will be in your favor. And she like does a whole thing. and she just keeps.
You've done this kind of work before.
God. And then Gilbetta just drops it all at once. And she says,
Impressive. Do you have a job going on right now? I could use a good road crew.
I currently am in the middle of something, but perhaps we could form some sort of working relationship with the Avalon Knights Keep.
Oh, I might stop by sometime. See if I have some of my potent mixables. Do you have any alchemists working there right now?
I do.
Well, perhaps I would like to meet them.
Perhaps. In the meantime, let's see what we can do with Leiden.
Very well. See if he's got the fortitude to take the plunge on his own. I may even reciprocate some of the feelings.
What's your favorite color?
Oh, well, I'm quite fond of things in black. It helps with the whole aesthetic.
Okay.
Makes sense.
Okay. Okay. Well, I think we're good, right?
Yes, we are.
All
I
right.
guess we step out to go to Leiden's, and oh my god, when we step out, I am like doing that excited pat in the back on Gebetta. I'm like,
And
brilliant!
Jobetta's like, what?
Don't give me that. That's just that what nonsense? The performance and whatnot there. Oh,
I told you, Sharp taught me a few things.
and stop acting like you're not excited. I can see underneath that blue skin. You're excited. Now let's go speak to Leiden.
Shut up.
No, I'm not.
Oh, I can tell I definitely hit some truth.
Jobetta doesn't say shit.
I love that she's just like putting on this stone face throughout this whole thing. Like, whatever, I don't care. Fuck it.
It's fucking
Not
stupid.
excited. Didn't
This
enjoy
is
any
dumb.
of that.
I don't care about any of this.
Stupid idea.
Hello. Welcome back to Leiden's Apothecary.
Is that what he sounded like before? I forgot.
No.
No,
Really?
this is what he sounds like most of the time.
Okay. Okay. Leiden, hello. What jacket did I give him again exactly? Was it suit style?
No, you gave him like this spangly leather jacket.
I mean, that's
No.
kind of bad, boy.
Yeah, no, I'm going in there and I'm like saying like, take it off, take it off, take it off, take it off, take it off. And I'm gonna go straight to my design bag and I'm like, we've got something to do right now, Leiden. You're not gonna regret this.
What is this about then?
More spikes.
More spikes, more spikes, more spikes, more spikes.
Just like makeover is happening.
Hold on, one
I
second.
don't know what's going on, but okay.
She likes bad boys.
You have to have one of those upbeat, catchy songs in the background.
Oh god.
Makeover,
like they just-
makeover.
And like they send him into a
I-
dressing room. He comes out like the first several times are just, oh god, what are you? No, absolutely not. Go back in there.
Yep,
And then finally,
yep.
it switches to like a very positive, upbeat song as opposed to.
And Jobetta is like twirling him around and like fucking with his hair, and she's like, she likes bad boys.
And like you fiddle with his hair, and like unhealthy clumps of it are coming off.
I'm like dumping what I have. Okay. What do we have here?
I love this game. Okay.
Gloves. Use these. Look really cool with them on.
Of course, yes.
Okay. Slap that on you. What else we have here?
Oh my god. Give me some eyeliner. Oh my god, yes, please.
Oh, I could do that. Yeah, let's do that.
Give me some
Oh
eyeliner.
So you're making him look like, okay, this is a frail old man with way too long, thinning hair.
Just cut it all out. I mean, then
I-
goatee on
Yeah.
him.
I want you to describe to me what this end result looks like once you are done
I mean,
with it.
if it really is a point where like if there is a point where there's just too much hair coming out, he's going bald. Like that's what's
Just like,
happening.
zzz.
Yeah, it's like no, this won't do. I don't. Lilith is doing the makeup thing.
Okay.
Makeup,
I'm
clothing.
talking
So-
about I'm talking him up. I'm like telling him how to be a bad guy. I'm like, you just gotta be. She likes the bad boys. Like you gotta be Like,
Okay, you do the pep talk, and then Lilith, I want you to describe to me what the end product looks like. Let's hear this. Let's hear Jill Betta's pep talk for being a bad boy for this frail old corpse man.
Oh my god.
Jabetta's telling him like, look, I told her that you were trying to really give us a raw deal on prices and stuff. You need to go in there and you need to break something and fucking ask her out.
I'm putting like chain, the black glove, fingerless gloves, got them studs on them. He's got that leather jacket that's also black. I'm gonna give him some nice. Go ahead.
If I could table talk out of character for a second here. She's like into tough guys. What if she got rescued from somebody that was about to murder her? I'm not here.
Also table talk. Just a classic bad boy thing is not to ask her out. It's just you, me, Sunday, coming out.
Yeah.
When you're gone.
That's why I told him to break some shit.
Oh no, that might piss her off actually. You can come in there and have your stuff and break shit. Don't break her shit. She's gonna find you to be not just a bad boy, but a complete asshole. That's a no-no.
Seems like she kind of wanted that.
I would be fucking pissed if someone destroyed my shit.
You're a princess! You're a literal princess! Of course you would.
What? I did not have that high life, mind you.
That doesn't make you any less of a princess.
I want to be a princess.
This isn't about us!
It. Okay,
this isn't about
whatever.
us!
Whatever! Stress eating now.
Lilith's not
chocolate.
into bad boys. Lilith's into tough guys that worship her.
That are orcs. Black tooth or whatever the fuck.
Oh, all right.
I want to play, but at the same time, I'm happy not to and just watch this entire thing.
No, this is.
He's got
this
the
is
black
great.
leather boots on too.
Okay.
Press it 8, make him smell nice.
All right. And what is the makeup situation?
Oh, he's got like an eyeliner underneath. He's got like the Johnny Depp Pirates of the Caribbean eyeliner look going on.
Oh my god.
Hell yeah.
You gave him guy liner.
And I'm gonna give him a bandana too. I think I have that around here. Yes, I have a bandana.
You want to make
Pull
sure
that
it's
out of my
red,
bag.
so you can't get any open sores.
My god.
Oh, I love it.
Do we get inspiration points for this?
I'll tell you, look, once we've followed this to its inevitable conclusion, I'll let you know what you get.
All right, and in his jacket, I give him a ring and be like, all right, we're nearly done with the whole setup. Now, we went a little bit above and beyond besides just finding out what Meredith likes, clothing style-wise, but also a gift you could give her as well. And I pull out the little ring and show it to him.
Oh, I think she would really like this.
I think so too. Now, this wasn't for free, so I was wondering if we could do a bit of a trade with that lightning resistance you have.
Of course. I could give you 3 potions of lightning resistance for all of your help.
We have 4 people in our party, and we really like to live. We're about to go
Okay.
to dangerous territories.
Okay, 4 potions of lightning resistance.
I'm so proud.
Oh, hands on his shoulders, like, we are going to support you 100% of the way, okay?
And once you put all this stuff on him, it's like you hung these clothing items on a skeleton. Like, it's just not...
Jobetta will tell him. She'll say, "Okay, you need to pump up before you go over there. Do like 5. I don't know. Can you do 1 push-up? Can you do a push-up?
I did do some in the old days.
I do some, because they make you.
He gets down and he attempts to do one, And on the rise, there are 4 distinct audible snaps.
Oh no!
That's
Oh,
Like
okay.
no.
someone breaking tree branches in half.
That's okay. It's fine.
Sounds like my first.
How many was that?
That was enough. That was perfect.
amazing.
That was
Oh.
perfect.
Look at you.
If you could help me to my feet.
Jobetta is
Yeah,
already
yeah.
doing that.
Yeah, we're on both sides helping him up.
Fine.
Also, I put the little ring in like the jacket pocket.
Excellent.
Oh my god.
And
Ooh.
Jobetta's like, so she, she's gotta be a bad boy. You can do this. And she kind of like claps him on the back. And when she does it, she casts enhance ability
Oh, this is great.
and gives him Eagle Splendor so that he has advantage on charisma checks.
I was just about to do something with perfume. Yes. All right, I'm not gonna use my perfume of bewitching then, but I am gonna get a mint and put it in his mouth at least.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
fine.
Yeah, don't want no onion breath or whatever. Minty freshness.
I love this moment. I love every part of this.
And Lilith, do you have a comb?
Of course.
Okay, and I'm gonna put it in his in his like sticking out of like a jacket pocket, and I'm gonna say, I know you're bald now, but if she asks what it's for, tell her that it used to be for your luscious hair, but now it's for murdering your enemies if they cross you.
Ooh.
I think I can do that.
Ooh, he doesn't have a weapon on him. I'm gonna put one little dagger on like his like belt and be like, all right, very tough. This is convincing. This is very convincing. Do you think this is convincing? I think it's convincing.
You look at this bone man that you've dressed up in tough guy clothes and guy liner in his sunken eyes, and even the bandana is hanging off of his bald head. And he's there. Am I ready?
You look perfect.
I want to whisper to Jabetta when he turns around and be like, you think you can help with messaging and things case goes bad? Because that was
If I-
really fucking handy that you just did.
If I have to.
Excellent.
All right, I think you're ready, bud. Get your walker. Let's go.
All right, repeat after me. You can do this.
He closes up a portion of the shop, gets out his cane, and he goes, I can do this. he hobbles up to Mad Meredith's cart. Losing Jovetta. So he's getting up there. And how far do you guys go with him?
We're going at least to the door.
Like,
Okay.
Is it like it's not?
I'm gonna
curtain or
try to
anything, is it?
listen. Yeah, we're gonna try to listen.
Are there windows?
There are windows.
I'm like, I saw a window earlier. We're gonna be like those little creepers that just peek behind the window,
Yeah.
like this one.
Oh, and right before he walks in, Jabetta says, "Oh," and she goes around on the grass somewhere, and she casts Druidcraft to bloom a black flower for him to give to her.
Yes, go.
This is perfect. Thank you.
So much.
Okay.
When we're by
And-
ourselves, I'm gonna like do that little hip jab with Jabetta and be like, "You are loving this, and I'm loving it that you're loving this."
And Jabetta's just like, "I don't. This is a thing that we have to do now."
And
Sure.
he hobbles up to the cart with his cane and these like bad boy clothes hanging off of him. And then he like slowly leans up against the side of the cart next to a window, puts his cane in one hand, and then leans up with the other hand and knocks on the window.
Oh yes,
Yes. Like
You, Meredith. You home or what? Why, who is this who has knocked on my door? And she throws it open. Why, if it isn't Apothecary Lydon, what brings you here? Hey, babe. I just knocked over another stand. I think I killed a man. I'm going to need a place to lie low for a little while. Think you could help me out? Why, who is this dashing rogue who has come to Mad Meredith's shop? Certainly I couldn't allow you entry. I'd be putting myself in danger. Oh, I understand. But I did happen to steal this ring and this flower for you. Oh my! Amazing gifts for dear Mad Meredith. Certainly I couldn't not allow you entry at this point. Whatever. I mean, it's no big deal for me. Oh, well, maybe come inside and I'll shelter you from the authorities for just a little while. Then she closes the window and you hear a door unlocking. And he looks to the bushes where you guys are hiding. He's like... And he hobbles his way up the steps. Knocks on the door with his cane. And he's pulled inside.
Oh, shit!
And
I say one last thing to Jabet and be like, well, his shop is empty now.
That was it. That was an Oscar-worthy performance. Most fun you'll ever have watching someone play with themselves.
I like partway through this, I was like, shit, I'm gonna have to play both these characters.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, you
You
are.
gotta see the moment where you realize that you're like, oh, in for a penny.
Yes, this is what we're doing.
We're gonna do this
80%
now.
of the reason I wanted to do this.
Uncomfortable sounds and movement can be seen from the cart at this point.
Oh. Oh. Mm.
All of a sudden, the windows start flapping, but for a different reason.
Oh, God.
Go, 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 go.
And
No.
Jobetta turns to Lilith and she says, all right, well, I think we leave them alone for a while and then we come back and see what all we can get.
Yeah, I definitely want to get more of Lydon's potions because he had some really good stuff. So I can't wait for those discounts later.
He's got the
Oh,
good stuff, all right. That's right, chat. They got no time to waste.
Yeah, no time to waste now.
They could die tomorrow.
This is both a request to everyone who's watching now, later, and possibly people who are currently on the stream. Can we have art of this?
aw.
Oh my god,
we
just the
not?
Baba Yaga cart shaking.
I was thinking more.
I feel like this is only going to further arouse Rolda's suspicions that this place is magical.
I think we've peaked. Like, I think this is the I think we've hit the top here, guys.
Well, thank you, folks. That's a wrap on the Mercs of
This is
Mischief.
it. I think we're done. No, we should
Join
probably
us.
keep going.
Join us next week when we launch our Edge of the Empire campaign in this place.
Yeah. Okay. Oh.
Uh-huh.
Oh, God.
So
I'm
as
so
that-
glad it's their turn because I need a minute.
Yeah, as that goes on.
Uh-huh. That's right. Slow clap.
We get to Lucas and Rolda. Now, Lucas, you have seen, but you did not notice the chains.
No.
It was Rolda that noticed them.
Yes. Mr. Lucas, did you see?
What did I supposed to see?
Those elf ladies were chained up.
Shit. Okay. God damn it. Lucas opens a hand, and a horse just kind of spews from shadow out of his hands, and he picks Rhoda up, puts her on the horse, and just goes, "Get the others."
Okay.
Messy.
Hi, horse. Oh, what's his name? What's his name?
Steed.
Okay, Steve.
That's
let's
on
go.
brand for Lucas.
Onward, Steve.
Not what I said, but sure, Steve it is.
I can't hear you anymore. And I suppose I am heading back. Where was the last place? Where did we separate from them?
At the jeweler's shop.
We separated off at the jeweler's shop. Okay, I guess I'm probably gonna go look for them by our cart. So unless I pass them between here and there.
All right.
While that's happening, I'm walking over, and they just see this guy in red pants, no shirt, a helmet, no shoes either. He's just got an axe out and just walking towards them slowly.
All right. So, as you're walking up, the red-scaled half-dragon walks out in front of you, and he's smoking a cigarette.
That's how you know he's evil.
Cigarettes are bad, folks.
It's true.
And what do you suppose you're up to, bud?
Oh, he's Canadian and he smokes. That's
Yes, Canadian, the new Russians. Is it? I don't know.
if they smoke.
And it's just, stuff.
Maybe you should put on a fucking shirt.
And you should put out that attitude.
You can have a scrap here, bud.
That was partly the plan. I saw the ladies in chains, so this was bound to happen anyways.
Well, look here, buddy. I'd be happy to give you a good scrap and lay your ass out, but you might want to check the skies first.
Buddy, I just put a hand on him. I really don't care. And I cast level 2 inflict wounds.
Okay.
Is this the red dragon? Red half dragon?
Bam!
Hey-oh! You
I
cast level 2 inflict wounds on him.
You still just started a big fight, but at
At a
least the
critical
guy you're
level.
touching is dead.
Yeah, right?
Uh,
What is that?
Ooh. Well,
I mean, or
I'm
is
sorry,
he,
Lucas.
or is he not dead with
that's 58.
58
Yeah.
points of damage? Nope, he's not. He looks.
He is
little-
heavily
Cigarettes, they
damaged.
devour.
Fuck.
But he's not dead.
Oh, and those wounds aren't going to close up. So enjoy that.
Okay.
I'm a roll initiative.
Initiative.
It's initiative time.
Our story was much funner.
Yeah.
Well, Lucas was only with us for a short time.
What will he play next?
Should we all be rolling initiative? Since I am on the way to find them, do we need to worry about our turns here?
A lot of initiative is going to happen.
We just need to hear a big noise so we know shit
Yeah.
went down and be like, oh, shit.
And the only reason Lucas cast inflict wounds was because no one else was around. It works perfectly for him.
You are in a very heavily populated area.
Oh, no, I mean the people he cares about.
Okay.
Everyone else will just think, why is that masked dude casting that?
The masked, shirtless dude.
We're gonna have
I can't find the right
casualties.
people.
Oh,
yeah.
no.
There's gonna be a few.
Oh man, I liked Lucas too.
Yeah.
All right. So let's roll initiative on that.
I vote.
Don't worry, my next
I,
character is going to be Iron Man.
I was gonna say Zhivago. I want Zhivago.
Oh, sure, I can bring Zhivago back.
Or Slade. I want a Tabaxi in the party. This is what I'm getting at. I want a kitty cat.
Okay.
I want Rhoda to roll around with a kitty cat. I don't know if she's I bet she's seen a Tabaxi, but I don't think she's ever partied with one.
All right. This is 15 initiative.
Wait, she has. She's definitely partied with Tabaxi.
Okay.
Lucas's was a 17.
Oh, Lucas is a 17 initiative. Sorry, I rolled this.
Now I'm just really getting excited about bringing back Slade.
Like,
Rhoda already
he's a
knows
dumb
him.
Dude.
Rhoda already knows him. Yeah, they're friends.
And it's just going to be 2 chaotic characters.
And then we can bring Charlie in as an NPC.
Right.
I don't remember what that character's name actually was, Sean. I'm sorry.
That's okay. All right.
Welp.
And then I got to bring in this guy.
Check it out here. Oh, for fuck's sake.
But we lose.
Overlay. I
People
switched it to
lost
map.
the
We lost us. It's okay. Since you're sorting out initiative anyways, it works out well. Right?
We're lost, but then we're found. Sorry.
We're blind, but now you can see us.
I was expecting people to be more cautious about getting into fights in heavily populated areas. I can see
Yeah.
my mistake now.
Yeah!
Why? That was
No one expects the Lucas Inquisition.
So how many dragons are there?
We're about
see
to
one
find
dragon.
out.
How many dragons and how many
Oh,
dragonborn?
shite. I need
And
my armor. Like
I think more importantly,
Yeah, you don't
how
have your
many of them
armor.
have seen
doing
us? How many
No,
of them
he's-
have seen us with Lucas?
You don't have
me
your
and
armor.
Luke are
Oh,
doing a whole lot of
boy.
thing here. I don't know what you guys are doing over there.
You should make like
All
a
right.
turn left, pick up your armor, then turn back.
So
I gotta pick up something.
expensive armor.
we're gonna start with Lucas.
Cool.
And immediately you hear a roar across the sky.
Yeah. I don't hit anything. I'm assuming.
No.
Oh, I get to swing again, though.
All right.
That still doesn't hit anything.
Nope. Okay.
Oh well. It was nice knowing me.
Why would you do this?
Puck, you've been playing with me for about a year now. Exactly why I do this.
Your next character can't be suicidal.
This one wasn't.
Because you're gonna kill. Are you sure? Are you absolutely certain?
Pretty sure.
All right. Well, next up is Rolda.
Did Rhoda hear any of this?
You hear, everyone hears the roar, and a panic is starting to settle through the entire crowd.
Oh no! All right, Rhoda will take out her rope and she will tie it around some part of Steve's saddle or bridle, and she's gonna go kite mode. She's gonna say, "Steve, keep running all around the village. I need to find my friends." And she's gonna, as the horse gets up, she's gonna kind of pull up a kite to try to find out where Jabetta and Lilith are.
I can imagine Jabet and Lilith
Bird's eye
scene. We're
view.
just like,
This is
Oh, yeah.
just
You hear
a
that?
tiny bit. The horse looks like completely made of shadow.
Oh,
And
this
it
is
doesn't
bad
have a
idea.
saddle.
Hold on.
You're just tying it around the neck.
Oh, so we don't actually have a battle map prepared for this town, because
No.
what kind of crazy person would start a fight here?
Okay.
In that case, let's just go ahead.
Yeah. We don't have a map for this.
Jabet,
Um,
what's that? Go ahead.
But yeah, so am I able to spot them once I kind of get some sight?
Do a perception check.
Dope.
Jobetta's like, did Paladin follow us again? Like, what the fuck?
Maybe he does want to talk, so that's
You don't
That's
find
good.
them.
All right, then I'm going to
Until I do find them, be doing basically this.
All right.
Flying kite style behind this spectral steed. Or found steed, or whatever kind of steed it is. I don't know which spell that was.
Oh, you're trying to get some air? So you can see the
I'm
layout?
doing the like the kite fly thing.
That's a cool idea.
Getting up high so I can find you guys.
All right. So, next thing that happens is it's his turn. And the first thing he does is exhale his flaming breath all over Lucas.
Yeah,
So
that's
Lucas-
a dexterity save.
Yes, it is.
That's not the worst.
That's
Probably
not the worst.
enough.
The unarmored Lucas gets hit
You-
with fire.
Yeah. You take 31 fire damage.
Oh, you can do that automatically for me. Thanks.
All right.
So there's 2 more in there because I had temporary HP.
And then he cuts at you with his two-handed longsword. Oh, but he only gets a 7.
Yeah, and I look at him, flesh melting. Ha! You missed!
And he says, "You better watch the skies, bud."
I'm gonna keep my focus right here.
Okay.
I'm gonna die anyways, 51.
And then, diving down from the sky, an adult white dragon strafes the marketplace with his cold breath. And I want everybody to make a percentile roll for me. Make a D100 roll. Okay. So you are all somehow caught within it.
Oh, good.
And the total damage is 12d8. $56 cold damage. Everybody make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh no, not Constitution.
I clicked the wrong thing.
All right. Lilith, you take half. And Lucas, you take half.
Which brings me just down to 0, and I'm not dead immediately.
But the rest of you guys take full.
Floating through the sky gracefully like a kite, looking for her friends to help her new friend. Suddenly hit in the air with an ice breath, Rolda drops from the fucking sky and is unconscious as she falls.
Oof.
Does she take additional damage as she hits the ground?
Let's see.
If Rolda is falling within 60 feet of Gilbetta will cast Featherfall.
Let's see if Jabetta or where Rolled is at.
Yeah, I don't know where she would have been.
I am so sorry. I thought this would only affect me.
That's what all self-destructive
That's what we call a
people
myopic
say.
worldview.
So many people are dead. Okay. Luckily, luck was on Rolda's side, and Rolda falls into something soft and doesn't take additional damage. Who's
Luck
still conscious?
or the will of the gods. Wink.
I'm still conscious somehow.
I'm awake. I'm not doing good, but I'm awake.
Jabetta!
So,
Oh, wait.
Hmm?
No, I shouldn't at all. Never mind.
yeah, you're naked.
Yeah. No, I'm not saying I get any kind of anything to that. I don't have anything to help me with this.
Okay. All right. Gilbetta and Lilith, I'm going to need you to make
What?
initiative rolls.
Oh.
All right, we're going to start out with Lilith.
Jeez Louise.
A white dragon has just strafed this marketplace. There's chaos. There's people frozen solid all around you in pillars of ice.
What the fuck? I go and check in on Jabetta. How bad are you?
If I had to put a number on it, about 8.
Good God. I give you the greater healing potion that we just got. She's like, oh, heal you. We're like, here, take this, and then we have to get out of here.
What's the roll on that again?
That's like a bonus action or an action? Just out of curiosity.
Drinking a potion is an action.
God damn it.
Greater healing potion. Dang it.
I know. I'm cursing myself that I didn't.
Did any of those slaves that Lucas was trying to defend have more than 56 HP?
And then
Yes, they all did, in fact.
Wow! What luck!
and then bonus action, I'm gonna do Mantle of Inspiration to give an additional 8 temporary hit points to Jabetta and be like, get well soon, we need to get out of here soon.
Greater healing potion is 4d4 plus 4. Superior healing is 8d4 plus 8.
Supreme healing is
40
10d4 plus 20.
Yeah.
But they cost like $1 billion. Only Redan can afford them.
Because he
That shouldn't be
hoards his
smart.
Because
money.
he has so much goddamn money. The Warlocks still don't realize how much money he has. I need tomorrow for that.
All right.
And
And in fact, some of them are even resistant to cold.
that's cool. I wish it was fire.
Or immune.
That would have been more of a half. That would have been great resistance. Okay, so gave you potion, gave you 8 temporary hit points. I haven't done movement yet, so I'm going to. Okay, so 16 plus 8. That's 24.
Jobetta's like,
Come on. And I'm gonna pat her in the face and be like, stay with me. And I'm gonna, since I haven't taken a move action yet, I'm frantic at the what the hell just happened and try to find like a cover area so we don't get hit again and just try to get things sorted. So
right.
I'm gonna use my movement to also, well actually Jabetta can move now too in her movement. I guess on
my turn.
you can move now actually, so we can both move.
Oh, because you did the
Mantle of Inspiration. All right, so
Yeah.
it's not going to cut my speed in half then, so we can still use 60 feet and find covering or something. So we're finding a fucking safe place to not get hit again, damn it.
All right. So
Fucking
you guys
dragon
go
going
looking
around.
for cover.
Yes, Jabetta needs more help. Not letting her die.
Jabetta, it's your turn.
Okay. Great.
So, shoulder to shoulder kind of thing, walking around like, come on.
Fuck.
That's the word for it.
What the fuck was that? Did I see Rolda?
You did
think
not
so.
see Rolda, but
I
Rolda
didn't.
led.
All right. Well, she's fucked.
Ugh, shivering from the cold. Why?
Fuck. I guess. I think I have. Damn it! Why couldn't this have been lightning? We just got lightning resistance potions.
I say we go to Leiden's potion and just grab shit and just start
Yeah.
fucking it. You want to do it?
Someone's like, we can pay him back later, right?
Yes, yes, this is an emergency. Let's go to Leiden's shop and take all the potions and use it.
I guess we're busting into Lightens.
So
All right.
I feel like I'm going to be kicked out of the group after this.
depends on what story you get.
Well, I mean, technically nobody saw you do this.
Actually, should we go into... Oh, God, I know that they're banging in there, but should we go into Meredith's hut? She might have...
She might have something.
Yeah.
They both have something for sure. Oh, and they can probably help too.
Yeah, but that... Exactly.
Up to you, Meredith or Leidens.
God, we're gonna be crashing them.
Sorry.
Yeah, she
Sorry
think
about
they-
it.
I think they
we're
pulled
gonna
up their
crash.
pants by about this point.
We're crashing Leiden and Meriden. We're gonna get them to pitch in with potions and shit. So
Yeah.
we're gonna get some.
Because
assistance from
we
the
were still
NPCs.
right outside too, so
Yeah,
we're closer
Alright.
to hers anyway.
take
Okay.
shelter, and we just busted in and be like, "Are you all right?"
Yep.
I don't know if NPCs are.
All right, you'll get there next round.
Yeah, that's fine. That's
Okay.
what Jobetta is.
Leiden's like, I can't walk. I'm paralyzed. I've broken a hip.
My hips are crushed. Okay.
That was unrelated to the dragon attack, though.
You moved. You can still take an action if you need to take anything now, like extra healing in case we get attacked again or something. I'm just kind of.
Just preparing.
I am
Did I roll a
frazzled
death
right
save
now.
at this point?
Yes, it is your turn. Time to make a death save.
And you know, I mean, really, Lucas, I don't think you have to worry about Lucas getting kicked out of the group so much as you have to worry about
Surviving.
when Guy and Penn and some of them find out that you were responsible for Rolda's death.
Oh,
Don't
shit.
eat any more food at the Crab Shack.
All right. So what'd you get for your death save?
20.
That is one success.
Wait, so you're not taking an action, Jabetta?
Rolda, make a death save. That is one failure.
Womp womp. She
So-
was just starting to get a storyline too.
It was just so many things. So many things have been cut short now.
I
gonna
am
get
so
you.
sorry.
We're gonna get you, Rolda. We're gonna do this. We're not. We're gonna do this.
So
And I can't meta, so it's like I didn't
No,
see
we
her,
can't.
so I
No.
can't do anything.
Hey, look. Hey, look. You want large? Because this is how you get large.
this is how you
I
get
do want
large.
large.
I know you want large. I want large. I'm not gonna lie.
All right. So
Then we really
On
have like a
his
party
turn.
of bards.
the half dragon does something to Lucas.
Also known as a band.
Yes. Should I just kill him now?
No, he doesn't kill you. Those aren't his orders.
This is gonna get captured. Oh my god.
He does something to you that you're always going to remember.
I hate this.
And when you're conscious again, you're going to find out what that is.
Columbia necktie. That you somehow survive. Yeah, maybe we need Becky back. I think. To
And
not
then-
die in the future.
His cart begins screeching out of the camp through the busted down walls. And that's his turn. Cryovane does not make another strafing attack
Thank God.
because he has not recharged his breath.
Because he didn't like the cheese, you know? It's lame.
All right. Now we're back to the top of the round with Jabetta.
I think Lilith was before me.
All right, Lilith. Sorry, my mistake.
Hi.
Hi.
All right, so we busted
got it.
in on the on Meredith and Leiden.
They're both fully nude. They have no idea what's going on.
As frost icicles are off our hairs.
But like, this is fine. Bigger problems.
What's happening?
There's a fucking dragon running around causing some cold breath action. What do you have here to help?
And potions of frozen healing.
No, no.
The crate with red and white on it.
Okay. I grab it and I pour.
Did
I
they
drink it.
stop at all? I'm really curious. Did they stop or
They've like pulled up the blankets to try and cover their bits, and they're directing you around this cart.
okay?
The potions, when you drink them, are potions of superior healing, but they also give you frost resistance.
Let's hope that's the only kind of dragon that attacks it with this dragon called attack.
So to
Well,
I said it was
this-
God damn
The
it, I forgot
Patreon
this.
members may have had a hand in this.
Oh, yay,
Oh
Patreon.
shit, that's right.
Oh,
So we still blame me for what happened. But,
No, look, you're the reason that the
That's
breath
because
was
it's your
launched.
fault.
and
You
Even
said, that
told
was,
you to look up.
oh
said
my
the
God.
superior was what? I'm sorry.
Superior is 8d4s plus 4,
8
and you have
D4.
resistance to frost damage now.
All right, 8.
Meredith urged you to run out and distribute those to anyone who needs them.
Okay, 8d4. Hold on.
yeah, someone wrote in the. Am I missing genitals at this point?
Hold on.
That's what
You'll
I've
find out
suspected.
when you are awake.
Damn.
Okay, so that's 16. I know. 16,
I'll take
14.
Great answer.
So that's
Okay.
20. This is fine. This is fine.
Yeah.
I only took half damage, so
I
I'm
only asked because genital removal
Okay.
is pretty
Put
much.
that back up. all right. I'm not horrible anymore. And then and we have is that considered an action what we just did or bonus action again? Just want to ask.
That was an action to drink those, but you guys can run back out into the street and see what you can track down.
Before we do, well,
Okay.
I guess I'll wait for Lilith's turn to end and then.
Yep.
I mean, we're kind of together, so I guess we can simultaneously do something. We need to get to the others.
Do you have any damage potions?
Ooh, great idea.
The potions for damaging.
Yeah, we want to fuck them up.
There's some poisons. The black case.
Fire, or for the cold.
No fire potions, I'm afraid.
Wait a minute, I'm fire.
Literally, yeah,
Wait a minute.
I was very confused. Jabetta's taking an armful of poison, I guess.
All right.
We just pocket everything in our bags.
Yeah.
Just like grab a bunch of shit.
Yeah.
And
That
say,
thing where
"Quick,
you would
give
go to
those
shelves and
potions to anyone who needs them. That you might be able to save some of them.
Yes.
On
yes. Yup. Oh dear.
I am still so sorry.
I'm panicking. Like, well, we need to find the others. What have
And
been out
as
of
soon as
pay?
we're out the door, Jobetta just as an aside goes, "That was gross."
Um,
I want you to do a perception check to see if you can find Rolda.
Can I assist Jabetta instead, so she can roll twice, rather than me
I
rolling
feel like
perception?
default. I must be in like a cart of hay or something. It'd be pretty high DC.
Can I do that?
Yeah, you can give her an assistance on that. We'll say you're
Okay.
both looking.
Okay. So roll again.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yes.
So you do see Rolda laying on a bunch of bales of hay, and she is seemingly frozen solid.
Oh shit!
She is
Rolda!
her wings are outstretched like she was flying.
Oh no.
So we can't do anything else, right?
Nope, you'll have to do it next round.
All right.
But luckily, Rolda still has another death save, so that's good.
Unless she rolls a 1.
All right. So we used our action and bonus.
I've
action
only
already.
rolled once so far, so I have to roll
Lucas,
one to
you
die.
That's what
have
I'm
one
saying.
other fail on your death saves from the damage that you took that the half dragon did to you,
Yeah.
and you are now going to roll another death save, please. Okay.
I'm
so
perfectly
freaking intense.
stable.
Oh my god.
Lucas, you gasp awake with intense pain
And like 1 HP.
and 1 HP.
What is it the dragon did to me?
You only have one arm,
Ah!
Oh my god.
What?
and your axe is gone.
That was a family axe.
Oh god.
One arm, Lucas.
And the wound has been seared shut with fire.
Is the arm gone?
It's gone.
Oh,
Wow,
okay.
we're gonna have to get to like level 20 to regrow that arm.
Nah, man, we got. what?
No, there is someone that has an item that allows limbs to regrow.
What?
I hope it's broken.
From the warlock.
Which arm is missing?
Which arm? Is it the functioning arm or the arm you don't need?
It is the right arm.
Yeah,
I hope you're
okay.
left-handed.
No.
I'm just asking because I'll have to adjust the overlay.
Oh my god. This is intense.
Need new character art.
Yeah.
Chop that arm off.
That's easy. I can do
It's
that.
probably, yeah. I can just Photoshop that. It'll be fine.
Mhm.
All right.
Add some blood.
And I'm afraid that's your turn, Lucas.
Woo.
All right. Roll that.
Someone said arm cannon.
Yeah, make another save.
Oh, Rolda, yes.
Rolled is okay.
Yes.
That's another success.
You know,
Well, that's
Oh,
one
Rolda.
success.
I'm just going to do what Guts did in Berserk. We know someone that's a crazy tinkerer.
All right.
We do.
We got a guts character going.
Yeah. Hey,
All right.
if I would have rolled a 1, he could have joined you next week. But
Yeah. All right.
Okay.
So after that, they proceed to bolt straight out of this place.
All right. Yeah.
If it's our turn
And
again,
yeah, now it's your guys' turn again.
we take care of Rolda.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm trying to get to. Well, actually,
take care of, like, finish her off.
yeah. Rub and stab her.
We get rid of her.
Well, that takes care of
Well,
that.
not a problem anymore.
No. Rolda grew on us.
All right.
All right. I can go after. Can I swap and go after Jabetta since she's a cleric?
Sure, if you'd like.
All right. So I'll let. I'll
You can
let
hold
go.
your action until she's done.
Yeah.
All right. Well, then I guess I'm giving this healing potion to Rolda,
Chat hates me.
as they should.
He should. I mean,
I'm chucking this down Rolda's weird little mouth.
Okay.
It's kind of frozen open like this, and you gotta think
Yeah.
of like a, because of like a crocodile snout. So it's like
You gotta warm
you
it
gotta
up
kind of
first.
aim it.
Yeah.
You gotta kind of aim it down the.
Take like an ice pick and like ding 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 ding.
We'll like
Yeah.
prop her up.
There's.
Oh,
and
this took
Are
a
you-
dark turn. Okay.
Are you frozen?
she clearly didn't see it coming, so she's like was looking in the other direction and
Yeah.
couldn't help but having a look of unbridled joy on her face as she soars in the air.
Wait, are you
As you
frozen?
always remember her.
Yes.
She's partially frozen, but
Oh,
yeah.
I'm gonna warm her up. I'm gonna heat her up. Fire going, just like.
All right. How much HP does Rolda gain back?
Like it's the 8d4s plus 4. So
Okay.
Do I roll it or
that.
do you roll it?
Up to you. Whoever wants to roll it.
All right, someone call it.
Okay.
I got it in there already.
Oh, okay.
Okay, do it. Because I gotta do it. Okay.
24.
All right.
Nice.
Dope.
Rolda's awake again.
Hey,
Dad! Yeah!
hey.
I'm on the ground now.
And if Lilith was holding her action, Jobetta
what?
says, "The others go now."
All right.
Like Rolda's fine. She's fine now.
There
Yeah, what are we doing?
We need to
There are
heal
people all
everyone
over the place
else.
with limbs trapped in ice.
Okay! And Rolda jumps up and starts helping people.
Okay.
Looking around,
It's your
are we?
turn.
Sorry.
Oh no, Lilith,
Not
you
my
had
turn
your
yet.
action held, so it is your turn. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't mean to walk
That's
over
okay.
you. Talk over you. So our do I blah, 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 blah. Is it an action to see if we're still under attack by the dragon or anything like that? Like,
You can do a perception check.
I hate my perception checks. I fucking hate perception checks.
I don't know, man.
You-
I don't
you-
like-
All right, frazzled.
You can't see the dragon.
Yeah, frazzled. All right, I'm gonna, I guess, go invisible so I don't go down while I'm trying to look for anyone that needs help or Lucas that went, or Lucas.
So people are like crying out for help or
It's like-
dying.
Oh yeah, people
and
are
there's-
screaming and all this shit's going off.
Who wouldn't lose it at this?
And they hear just a random voice. I'm here, and it's like, oh fuck, I'm dead. This is it.
I'm from the afterlife. No, kidding. God, that's a cruel joke.
That's fucked up.
All right.
So yeah, I cast invisibility and medic, giving potions around.
Just start feeding potions to people.
Yeah, and looking for Lucas. I should have asked
Alright.
what Lucas was actually. Too late.
All right. After Jobetta and after Lilith is Lucas.
Yeah,
You're awake now with 1 HP.
Yeah, if I can, I'm going to find people that look to be near death, at least, and then just cast lay hands.
Okay. Well, lay hand.
Just
Wait.
one piece. Oh wait, hold on.
Ow.
That deserves a rim shot.
Wow.
What? Too soon?
We'll edit that back in. It'll be fine.
I'm gonna do lay on hand as many people as I can.
Okay. All right. You start moving through the crowd and trying to heal up as many people as you can. There are you go past people who are fully encased in ice that are beyond your help until you find some that are only partially frozen and you can assist them.
Yeah. Yeah. No.
Okay. Anything else?
There's not really much I can do.
All right.
Sorry. After I've used up my lay on hand pool,
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna kind of clutch the stump because it's just
All right.
right off at the shoulder. I'm assuming.
It's just below the shoulder, so it's like just at this area here.
Yeah. And I'm just kind of walking because I have no lay on hands left. I've used it on everyone else.
All right. So now we get to Rolda.
Rolda's been in triage situations like this before.
Yeah, this is like another.
Yeah.
This is another Sunday for Rolda.
So naturally, she's gonna run around. She's had to like do this medic thing before, so naturally she's gonna run around and calm down everybody's emotions. No, I'm kidding.
Calm down.
Calm emotions. Everybody, calm the fuck down. No, she is going to run around casting Spare the Dying on anyone who's unconscious, just to make sure they don't die until they can be treated properly.
Very well.
Because that's how you do triage when you are a professional death cleric.
That's what I was gonna do, but that's great because that frees me up to do other things.
Yeah, you can handle the situation. As many as I can get to, as basically that's what I'm gonna keep doing until the situation changes. As far as it's right now, it looks like the threat is gone. There's a lot of people about to die. Rolda is just going to sprint from person to person, cantripping.
Okay.
Good.
All right. So, on their turn, they make their escape.
Are the slaves?
It was coming just up to the end of the background music loop. It was perfect
Yeah,
timing.
it was
Good
perfect
job.
timing. It's so good.
Or
The slaves were in the cart.
Lost them, and we were just so frazzled trying to heal everyone.
And
And we don't even
so
know about it.
are we out of initiative?
we are now out of initiative.
Yeah. Yeah, me and Jabetta don't know shit.
The cart screams across the bridge towards the Forest of Worms. A red half-dragon in the driver's seat takes a bite out of the chunk of half-elf arm
Ooh.
that he took as a prize.
I love it.
This is so dark. Oh, this is great.
The snake.
I have to
As-
imagine the helmet is fused to Lucas's skin as well.
It's charred, but it's also
no.
frozen.
You don't get to an extra thing you want from this.
I don't want this.
Is extremely removable. And in
Don't
fact,
get
it falls off
anything.
more easily now because your chin is missing.
It falls
It
off.
just comes off randomly now.
You do not get rewarded for this behavior.
You have to hold it on all the time.
The chin strap doesn't work. You have no lower mandible. Mandible. You have no mandible. There's not an upper mandible.
I was like, it's fine. You
Sorry.
got the two. It's fine.
Back to the
And-
blacksmith.
Don't worry. I am actually myself. It's fine.
And he's followed by his white dragon escort soaring through the sky. And he opens the back door on the cart, wiping the blood from his chin. And he says, "Don't worry about it. I'm sure you're all right back there. We'll have a chance to stretch our legs in a little bit." And he closes it up. And they make their escape. And we're going to take a break right there. I'm pretty sure we all have a breather.
Can we just clarify what's happening in triage zone before we take a break?
You guys are healing everyone you can.
I specifically was gonna ask Lilith to help me unfreeze the people that are completely frozen.
I'm just gonna throw us back into the show. Fuck it. I don't even.
Where do we begin?
I don't think we need a recap for all the terrible things I've done.
Who just joined us?
Back. What a harrowing!
Hi.
What a harrowing first half we've had. Whew. So,
Roller coaster ride.
for those of you just joining us, we had a fun little. Somebody's thing going on? Okay. we had a fun little matchmaking session. Some old folks found love in a potion shop.
There was a great makeover montage featuring awesome music.
And then someone ruined it.
And then Lucas,
definitely.
fully nude, I might add.
Not fully.
Just without armor.
He just
without his armor, decided that it was time to go pick a fight with a red-scaled half-dragon, completely ignoring that every other half-dragon that they had encountered up until this point had a dragon escort with them.
Full details.
Resulting in a strafing attack by an adult white dragon by the name of Cryovane, which killed a lot of people.
Oh no, at this point he's almost naked. It's just the fire melted most of it. There's just like a loincloth at this point.
Yeah, you don't get to make decisions.
Hey, do you guys remember that one video game where you're all in suit armor? It's like a 2D platform, and then if you get hit once,
ghouls and goblins.
Completely naked. The armor is stripped off.
So, now then, everyone has gotten their hit points back and has regained consciousness. The bad guys have escaped. And you are all running about this scene of horror. You're all able to apply triage and heal up people as you can. Lilith is trying to melt the ice. Jabetta is trying to stabilize people and heal who they can. Lucas has used up all his lay on hands to try and save who he can. And Rolda, placed in a familiar scenario, is running around trying to save whoever she can.
Sparing all those dying.
Some of the people are shattered to pieces. Defrosting them just reveals tons of thought out chunks. And over time, as the dragon has gone, things start to settle down a little bit. People are gathering up the dead and placing them aside. And everybody is wondering how this could have happened.
Yeah. At one point, Jobetta kind of thaumaturgies. And she said, those of you that are lightly injured, rest up tonight. She says, those of you that are more severely injured, form a line over here for additional healing and to be seen. Those of you that have passed, we will be making rounds to perform rites.
All right. and people form up according to your instruction.
She says anyone that can help should. She says, I don't know what happened here, but right now we need to focus on healing.
Eventually, you are met with Theskel Mirai, a human cleric of Tyr. And he says, "You're clerics, right? Help who you can. I've been doing what I can't thank you enough for this." And he starts assisting everyone.
Okay, cool.
You recognize him as the other adventurer that kind of runs security at this place.
Yeah. Joetta says, of course, so we've kind of, Rolda's been stabilizing everyone that she can. Lilith is working on trying to melt all of this that we can. And I've been trying to focus on healing and keeping everything organized.
All right.
Rolda's also, as she's going around, she's doing the spare the dying, but she's also marking people's foreheads with just like a grease pencil or something.
Like green, yellow, red.
Just basically like a C for they need some cure wounds, or an R for they've got some major thing that needs to be restored first.
Emergency.
It's like people who have like major, obviously some sort of hemorrhaging or a big something stuck in them that are going to need a restoration first. Yeah, so basically, yeah, sort of triaging the whole place as she goes.
All right. So, Barham Stagwinter, the fighter gentleman that you guys met when you entered this place, is running from place to place with a group of other strong men trying to chisel people out of the ice.
While that's happening, I'm gonna like us build campfires and stuff like that, so that way more people can get closer and get more warmth.
All right.
But I'm gonna take a small break and go to Jabetta and just be like, "Have you seen Lucas? I haven't seen him."
I imagine I haven't at this point.
No, unless he specifically went out to see you guys haven't seen him.
Yeah, no. And Joetta says, no, I haven't seen him yet.
Been sitting against a wall, trying not to die.
I don't know where he is.
I'm just kind of running by Luke. Rolda's like, Lucas got attacked first.
I'm sorry. What?
Yeah, he was right by the middle of it where the Dragonborn was born. There was a guy that had slaves, and Lucas went to talk to him, and Lucas got attacked.
Wait.
They attacked Luke. Who attacked Lucas?
What color was?
He made a horse that I was riding to come and find you, and then I did the kite time, and then Lucas got attacked, and so I went up high and tried to find you.
What color was the half dragon?
Red.
So not okay.
Not the color.
So we have a blue half dragon with a black dragon and a red half dragon with a white dragon.
It had the emblem he was wearing was the same, right?
That's what
Yes.
Sean said.
He had
He was
the
dressed
same.
in the same kind of armor as Vakala Enna was.
He had the same armor as the other guy, though. So I didn't think that he was mean, but he had ladies in chains, and then so Lucas went to talk to him, and then and then Horace, and then Lucas got attacked.
What?
Have you seen Lucas since?
No, I was trying to find you, and then there was the big white dragon, and then I remember you woke me up.
Okay, Rolda, can you point? Where?
I'll point the wherever they were standing initially last time I saw them.
All right.
Do you want to go as a group or just? I know you guys are like medical, so I know you guys are like super important.
No, it's fine. We
Yeah, no, we're doing important. Rolda's doing important helping. She was just shot over her shoulder.
Gilberta will, because I imagine by this point most of what I can do has been done.
Yeah, you guys are healing wherever you can, and even Leiden and Meredith have come out and started distributing potions wherever they can and assisting people wherever they can.
Okay.
All right, so we're going to use this break to
If Rolla
find...
finishes up with sparing the dying, then she's going to go back and cure people's wounds until she runs out. She doesn't have any restoration.
Okay, so you're not going to join us in that direction.
No, but I will burn all the rest of my... I assume that during the course of your next conversation, I'm going to burn literally all of my spell slots.
Probably, yeah.
Curing wounds.
All right.
So there we are.
Yeah, so Gilbetta will tell Rhoda, look, we need to go make sure Lucas is okay. Just keep doing what you're doing, Rhoda. We'll be back.
I'm on it.
Okay.
Perfect.
As we're walking towards the direction that Rhoda pointed, I'm going to turn and face Jabet and be like, that seems so unlike what Vakala said.
Which part?
I mean...
The wanting to destroy humanity part? Or
Well, I mean...
there's something else you were latching onto?
Is this place mixed up, or is it nothing but humans?
This is a vast mix of different peoples.
I mean, you think you'd be hitting places that has nothing but humans. This is like the ideology of people commuting together peacefully.
Here's what you have to remember. Rolda said that Lucas walked up to him. It's highly possible that Lucas said something that enraged him.
So it wasn't just a random attack.
I don't know.
Makes sense, I guess.
I don't
we'll
know.
find out.
I assume we're going to find out when we find Lucas.
Hopefully he's okay. Are you okay? I mean, I know emotionally things are crazy right now, but you got hit really hard.
I know. I'm fine. I don't have time to be anything else right now. The time for that is later.
All right.
God damn, you are Kashana.
Well,
Jabetta's so different.
yeah. Jabetta's gonna be like, well, if you don't have time to look out for yourself, I'll try to pitch in on that part when it happens.
Of course. And Jobetta just is like roaming through the streets shouting for Lucas. And she's also keeping, since we're doing this, she's also keeping an eye out for anyone that maybe hasn't been saved yet. Like on the off chance that there's someone like, you know.
It is the scene of a horrific attack. There are people weeping and pounding on blocks of ice that used to be their friends and loved ones all over the place.
I guess it's going to be really slow to reaching Lucas then if we're stopping and going.
Well,
I'm not stopping. I'm
You're
just.
not?
No,
If
the
there's
fact
anyone-
of the matter is anybody who was savable
Yeah.
has been rounded up at this point.
Yeah. Okay.
And what you're seeing now is just people forced to... If someone you care about dies and then they go cover them with a sheet and everything, but these people are dead and they're frozen.
Yeah.
As they were in life.
On
On display like museum pieces all over the place.
Jobetta is, as she goes, she is counting all the dead.
Okay.
So.
Lucas, do you respond to the calls of your name?
Lucas!
There's kind of an arm that waves out. Because there can only be the one.
Yep.
There's not a lot of strength to shout a name.
So eventually you guys see Lucas, and he is missing an arm.
I like to imagine he's like around a corner, and I see his arm sticking out, and I run around.
Follow
And you
suit.
see that his right arm has been cut off, and then the stump has been burnt.
Oh my goodness. Lucas, what happened?
How is Lucas health-wise?
He's got 1 HP.
He's just hanging in there.
Okay, I thought so. I wanted to clarify that he still had the 1 HP.
He's got 1 HP, and he looks like he's got 1 HP.
Yeah, I imagine. Jobetta will, as currently this is a party member that Jobetta wants to help. Upon initial sight, Jobetta will.
It's weird that you say it that way.
Yeah,
Like,
like something's gonna change. I don't know. Jobetta's gonna channel divinity, preserve life.
Stop. How many?
What a roundabout puck?
around about 400 at this point, but you're not sure you've seen all of them.
Close to at least 400? What the hell happened? Rolda said that you walked up to him and he attacked you?
More the opposite way. I fucked up.
What?
What do you mean you fucked up?
I tried to stop him.
Stop him how?
One quick, decisive hit did not work.
Gilbetta puts her hand on Lucas's chest, pushes him up against the wall, and rips his helmet off.
Huh.
And she looks at, she does this, she doesn't care about, she's not trying to expose him. She wants to look him in the eye. She rips his helmet off, and she's pressing him up against the wall. And she says, "You mean to tell me that you single-handedly tried to attack a half-dragon when we have seen multiple half-dragons with dragons?"
Yeah, kind of forgot that part. I sent Rolda to find you. It did not really go that way.
Yeah, well, I found Rolda almost dead on the ground.
That would be about my luck.
This has nothing to do with luck. This has everything to do with you forgetting your place here. It is not your place to make decisions like this. You have caused the lives of over 400 people in a thriving community.
Yeah.
You don't get to make choices like this.
All right.
I let you come here because I don't care about your past. But if your past is going to continue to follow you into our home and into our lives, you need to go.
That would be the easiest way, wouldn't it? If you want me gone, I'll be gone.
Frankly, at this point, I don't know how I can trust you to stay.
Yeah.
You put not only our lives at risk,
But the lives of more than 400 people. 400's only thin amount that are dead.
what if this is something, what if you'd done this at the keep and 400 of our family were dead? That is why I cannot trust you right now.
Understood.
Diplomacy first, always. Violence is only a last resort.
Yeah.
This is not acceptable. This is not how we do things here.
All right.
I know that we have been in fights. At Dragonspear Castle, we were attacked. We defended ourselves. You've already broken one oath, and she puts her hand on his face. She says, "You've already broken one oath. And I'll be damned if I let you break another one." And I imagine by this point, she like, not even intentionally, but I imagine that her hand is probably around his throat.
Just crept up there.
Yeah. Because all Jobetta is seeing is just, she's seeing images, like, just Kashano's flashing through her head, Radan is flashing through her head, like, all this shit. And then she literally sheds one single tear, and she's just staring at him, deadlocked in his eyes.
If Rolda has seen any of this up to this point, she would have walked over.
All right. We can have Rolda join in on this, sure.
Mistress Gilberto, what's wrong?
My fault.
What was your fault?
All of this.
Never taking her eyes off Lucas, she says, the half-dragon didn't attack him. He attacked the half-dragon, Rolda.
But the half-dragon was bad. He had ladies chained up.
Why didn't you call for us?
We could have solved it another way.
And rolled it to get you. That was about all I could do. It's all I could think. I acted before I thought.
Her grip tightens around his neck.
Everybody makes mistakes, Mistress Gilberto.
It wasn't a mistake. It was an idiotic choice.
This cost so many lives, Rolda.
400 at least.
We can't afford to make mistakes like this.
So, a lot of people died that shouldn't have died?
Yes.
Many innocent.
People that didn't have to die. People with children walking around these streets. People with parents walking around these streets that will never get to speak with those children and parents again. Because of him.
You said his past has followed him.
I think Mr. Lucas wants to do good. What if he made a promise that meant he couldn't make a mistake like that again?
He has a history of breaking promises.
Well,
and Jobetta, I imagine
what if he made a promise with somebody who could take away his life if he broke it?
And she says, you mean like I
Lucas.
could now?
Mr. Lucas? Would you take an oath to Kellenvor? Only take lives when he allows you. Or when he commands it.
Rolda, the last god I made an oath to made me slaughter thousands. 400 is a small blip on my radar.
Kellenvor is a little different. He's kind of picky about who dies. We're going to say just for retcon flavor, Rolda burned all of her spell slots except for one level 1 spell slot.
Sure, she can save one calm emotion.
No, that's not what she wants it for.
Oh, okay. What you got?
Maybe if he was under rules about who dies, we could let him stay.
How do we trust him? How do we...
I could dedicate him to Kellenvor.
Is that the life you want? Do you want to live your life prepared to die if you fuck up like this again?
Make an oath like that, but never to a god.
Well, that's all I got.
So much for that spell slot thing.
Swear to me.
Gilberta says, the only reason my hand isn't closing around your throat right now is because that would make me just as bad of what you've done. And then she says, get up, you disgusting sack of shit. There's work to be done.
Rolla just kind of looks at him, shakes her head and shrugs, and goes back to her work.
And Gilberta, after she says that, she starts to loosen her grip on his throat. And as she comes up, she puts her hands right here. And she holds his head up. And she says, I told you, if you hurt my family, I would kill you. That's the only reason you live right now. It's because they're alive. And then she does the thing where she like lets go and she kind of like throws his head to the side. And then she gets up and turns around and walks away.
Oh, he crumples to the ground. And shakily tries to get up.
And Gilberta just goes back to helping everyone, trying to clear out the dead to make sure that they can have proper rites and burials and great lesser restorations on anybody that needs it, stuff like that.
All right. What is everybody else doing?
Just helping whoever can. When Rolla runs out of spell energy, she switches over to good old-fashioned bandages and alcohol.
All right.
Yep.
Lilith is gonna stick around after Gilberta and Rolda continue healing and bend down and look at Lucas and his face. You said you weren't thinking. I doubt that. What was on your mind before you attacked? Can't hear you, Jacob.
No more slaves. No more chains. No more oaths.
Lilith doesn't know about your past, so she's gonna say, like, were you a prisoner?
Of a kind. He just kind of taps his scar.
She's gonna sit down and ask Lucas, tell me everything.
I'm an oath breaker. I'm also technically the prince of a faraway kingdom. I was a general for ages. I was asked by a god if I wanted to live, but live under him. And I said yes. And under him and my family, I slaughtered thousands. This
Why?
400 is terrible, but those thousands were done by my hand.
Why?
It was war. It was what I was told to do. It's what I
War
believed
to
was right.
what kind of war? Was it to protect your home?
That's what I thought it was. That's what we all thought it was. But there's only one kind of war that exists. And it's for power. We all like to pretend that we have noble goals. There's a noble reason behind everything. Most of the time, it's just chaos and violence.
So you were tricked? Or were you aware?
I did what I thought was right. Then one day someone opened my eyes. And I saw what I'd done was wrong. To break an oath, you sacrifice. Some people sacrifice years, family, friends. I lost an eye. And I left my family behind.
You ran.
I ran fast. I didn't know what to do. I knew I wasn't strong enough to beat them. I knew I couldn't face my father. And to be honest, kind of looks at his arm. I don't think I'll ever be able to now. Now, I should go and see about a man if he's still alive to get my armor. Because that's about all I have left.
And this? Was that from your father?
This was mine. The mark. When you break an oath to a god, you are marked. If not outright killed. Mine likes to think himself clever. So he marked my face, thinking everyone would try to kill me. And most of them did. There's a reason I wear the mask.
Well, now. I don't know. This is a lot of information to take in.
I thought I was a monster before I came. I don't know if that'll ever change. I just know that now I get to choose who I'm a monster for. And he tries to pick up his mask. But he uses the wrong arm. It's gonna take a little while for him to get used to it.
Lilith will help and hand the mask. Put it in your hand.
You don't need to help me. Not after today.
You have a lot of lives to make up for. And it looks to me you could use a lot of help. Because the track that you're going down in is not good. Things need to change.
I know. That's why I found you. and then at that, I'm leaving.
All right.
I watch him walk away. I get up, dust my dress, and walk the opposite direction and continue on with helping people, defrosting, warming them up and stuff.
All right.
And just taking everything in. Just
Everybody is
shock.
getting taken care of.
Yeah.
The rows of bodies are getting stacked up.
Gilbetta eventually will try to find the two leaders.
Okay.
And tell them she needs to have a talk with them.
Whew. All right, who are you going to find first, the cleric or the fighter?
Well, I imagine the cleric is probably easier to find.
Yeah, the cleric has been sticking close with you guys. That's Fescal Mirror Eye.
Okay. I'll say, Fescal, we need to have a conversation. Do you think we can let my cohorts take over here for a moment?
I can speak with you for a minute, yes.
Where is what was his name? Barham?
He is helping chisel out people from the ice.
Okay. That's fine. Is there somewhere more discreet that we can speak?
Rolla has probably started at this point. Like, is there another competent healer around aside from this guy?
There's
Or,
a couple
like-
there's a couple scattered priests kind of helping out as best they can.
Is anyone kind of doing like organizing crisis response? Like, does it seem like they know what to do here?
Not a lot of them. This is mostly merchants that are here. So
Has Roller run into Baba Yagi?
Rolla wouldn't have it. She's kind of forgotten about that at this point. People need helping. So she's like not in such a leadership capacity, but she's kind of like organizing things a little bit, like finding someone who seems like they're trying to be in charge and being like, that building would be a very good place to set up as a temporary hospital. Like, we should throw a tent over here to get some people some shelter. Just like basically organizing things, but without any sort of telling anyone what to do necessarily.
all right.
Gilbetta will see her doing this, and she'll come over and she'll say, yes, good leaders delegate. And she'll kind of thaumaturgy and she'll say, everyone, Rolda is going to be in charge of triage now. Listen to her as far as how to set things up while I'm away for a moment. And she kind of claps her on the wing, I guess, and she kind of gives her a little bow, and then
For the first time ever, Rolda looks very uncomfortable.
And Gilbetta she just says, just do what you know how to do. That's all it takes.
Okay. All of the big buildings, taverns, I need them cleared out. All the tables to the side. Put the tables up. I need those for workbenches. All right, let's get the people. Everyone with serious injuries and needs surgical attention, get them up on top of the tables. Everyone else on the floors. Everyone, this whole street, clear it out.
Yep.
And you're finding, as you guys go through this, is that the badge that you wear now that identifies you as a member of the Avalon Knights Academy that you received during the Christmas special, watch it now, it's on YouTube, curries a certain amount of respect in these groups. People recognize the symbol and as such are more receptive to your orders.
Right.
At this point, too, Rolda's cloak is ditched, so she is full wings out. It hasn't been a thing that's crossed her mind since then.
All right.
It's just a
So
good approach.
you take Theskel to the side.
Yeah. I take him somewhere like that I know no one else is going to hear us.
Mm-hmm.
And I find somewhere to sit. And I kind of point, like, offer him to sit down for a minute first. I say, let's sit for a moment. It's been a long couple I imagine now. It's probably been at least an hour or two at this point, right?
Yeah, multiple hours have passed.
Yeah.
It's the sun is starting to set
Okay,
at this
yeah.
point. And yeah,
Then,
this is
yeah, Joetta will say, it's been a long day. Let's sit for a moment.
Yeah. He sits.
This is tragic. And I'm very, very sorry for this loss.
It is not something we're used to dealing with here. Barum and I were good at keeping trolls and brigands and wolves away. We never expected a dragon attack.
Most wouldn't.
Last
It
dragon we
was-
saw around here was when Acquisitions fought those greens at a dragon spear.
References.
That's where we just came from. We, apparently there was a red half dragon that was here. And, I'm just going to be frank with you. He was spotted with multiple slaves. Do we know how many?
I don't believe it was conveyed to you.
Okay,
directly.
no. He was seen with multiple women in chains.
We don't inspect cargo here. It's kind of a gentleman's agreement.
I
We
understand.
found that the more scrutiny we place on merchants, the less likely they are to take safe camp here.
Right. It's a
And I would rather them be safe from the trolls and wolves, all
Right.
of them, than. But that is disconcerting. I remember the fellow of which you're speaking of. He said his name was Carmine.
writing that down. Yes, he I fear he is in some way connected to what we're doing. He wore I imagine they told me that he at least was wearing I think Rolda mentioned it,
Yeah.
that he was wearing the same thing.
Yes, definitely mentioned that.
He wore similar vestments to a half dragon that we met at Dragonspear Castle of the Dragon Cult. So I believe that they may be connected in some way. And the one that Dragonspear Castle had a black dragon. This one had a white dragon.
I see.
There is some further news that I am completely disheartened to tell you.
Oh,
But in my position, I must first be honest. And that is that someone in my party attacked the red half dragon. You see, he has a bit of a sordid history with slaves and being held against his will in some way. He acted first. I just discovered this myself.
this red half dragon, who is he affiliated with?
The Dragon Cult. Hold on. I have it written down somewhere. The Black Skies Covenant.
I've heard whispers of this sect.
Yes. It is, from what we've learned, it may be the only sect that remains.
I see.
Vakala seems to have risen to power and has taken out anyone who opposes him within the Dragon Cult. We were actually passing through here on the way to Subar and the Forest of Worms to see if we could glean more information.
The actions of one in your organization led to this chaos.
Yes.
However, it is clear that these people want this kind of thing perpetrated throughout.
It does seem
You
that
are
way.
you are a cleric of Selune, correct?
I am. And she
I've-
kind of pats her moonstone hammer.
Yes, I recognize the symbol. I worship Tyr.
I recognized as well.
I am disheartened to know that has played out this way.
I promise you, you aren't as disheartened by this new information as I. I almost took his life myself, but I can't lower myself to that level anymore.
Can you defeat the half-dragon that did this? That called for this?
I can sure as hell try. I don't know. He ran. I don't know where they went. But
I have a friend who may be able to help you with that.
absolutely.
But
It is killing that scum is the least I can do. Especially for this community.
I will ask that you make a promise to me.
Of course.
Find this person and dispense Tyr's justice to them.
Of course.
And see to it that the one who incited this aggression participates in the avenging of those fallen.
Of course.
Tyr's justice is owed a debt, and it must be paid.
I agree completely.
My friend has a house not far from here. She trains Pegasi and teaches people to ride them. You'll find it much easier to catch up with them with her help.
What is her name?
Her name is...
Sorry.
I had it up here for I had it a moment ago, and then I fucking changed the page.
How is nobody reacting to that? She trains Pegasi and teaches people to ride them.
Look, it's something that I should have had ready right away, and I
fine.
learned the name, and then I forgot about it.
It's fine.
Uh,
I feel like that's why Jobetta didn't have a reaction, right? Because it's like, oh, we have a Pegasus, so that's cool.
yeah.
But have you
Aluena
ridden it?
No.
Halacanter is her name.
Okay.
She used to be a member of the Harpers.
Ah. Very nice. And Gilberto says, oh, speaking of, I was hoping that, is there anyone that would be able to deliver a letter for me to Waterdeep?
I
I could
have a
pay
chain.
handsomely.
That won't be necessary. I have people who can assist me with this.
Perfect. Jabetta says, based upon today's events, I think it's time that I stand up and make a decision about something that no one else has. And she hands him she takes out a piece of paper and she writes something down and she folds it up and hands it to him.
All right. He nods his head, calls someone over,
John, your face.
and gives it to that person to send away.
Perfect. And I tell him it's addressed to Lady Silverhand.
Okay.
I can't take John's face right now.
Don't look at it. It's fine.
And
the letter is sent away.
and and
Contain yourself, man.
yeah. And she says thank you. I will look for this friend of yours, and
I can take you to her in the morning.
perfect. And please make no mistake about it. In the meantime, while we are here, we are going to continue to do everything we can to help.
Your assistance has been noticed, and it is much appreciated.
Thank you. I'm sorry that it was warranted at all.
Many more would have died were you not here to aid us. So
That
I'm
is
thankful for that.
actually true. And she says, on the bright side, it looks like Meredith and Leiden have formed a new partnership.
That's nice for them.
It is. Small glimmers of hope in a dreary day, right?
Indeed. Now, we have work to do.
Of course. And Jobetta waits for him to stand up, and then she stands up.
All right.
And she shakes his hand and then goes back to see what progress Rolda has made triaging.
Assistance is spread out. Eventually, aid arrives from Daggerford.
We've got people kind of spread. Anyone who's able to get healed to like back on their feet is just basically responsible for themselves at the moment. There are designated points where they can go and kind of chill out. Certain taverns that haven't been cleared out where they can get some water and maybe a blanket or whatever we can rustle up. There are other points where people who like are still in need of some healing. It's more of kind of like a hospital situation. People who are touch and go are kind of in their own thing, and that's kind of more of a morale situation anyways. You don't want people who are doing kind of all right to see a bunch of people dying off, because then they sort of lose the will to keep fighting. So we're avoiding that. There's basically 3 sections on the street of buildings that are made into various kinds of triage.
All
And
right.
that's how I would have arranged that. Yeah.
All right. Lilith, what are you up to?
There's probably like a moment where probably on that first day rather than jumping the next day, where Will had to go somewhere and cry in private. And just try not to think anymore by staying busy.
Absolutely.
But yeah, looks tired.
All right. Lucas, you go to track down your armor. You know the place. The cart where the blacksmith set up his shop is covered in snow. He's standing motionless next to his forge, which has been burnt out, snuffed out by the breath of the dragon. He's holding up your armor. It's finished. The look of satisfaction at the job well done frozen on his face.
I'm taking the armor and giving him what remains of my gold. Just fix up the shop. We need more like you.
in the silence of this moment, and the ice crumbles away from his frozen hands as you pull the armor from him.
Ah, never mind.
I was like, I feel like
Sorry, did I not convey that effectively?
I was like, I feel like part of that got missed.
Yeah, I couldn't tell if it was shock
Oh no,
or
it
no.
is.
It's dead.
Yeah. I'm grabbing
Did he
the
get to the
armor.
sword as well?
Yeah.
I'm,
Oh,
gra-
they're both done.
I'm grabbing the armor. and
Sword now has a
sword.
silvered edge too, and you
Yeah.
don't know how that happened. You didn't ask.
Yeah, the sword has a silvered edge now.
Yeah. Sorry, he takes the stuff.
You hear the sound of a hammer on an anvil. Rhythmically, and it gets louder and louder and louder until it's right next to you,
Yeah.
as though it's hammering in your helmet.
Is it coming from the dead forge or just?
It's coming. It's difficult to pinpoint exactly where the sound is coming from, but it sounds exactly the same as when you heard it in Daggerford. And as it persists, eventually you can perceive it as speech.
I feel like
And
if you
it's, it says, "Will you now go away with your tail between your legs? Or will you make up for what has been wrought by your impulsive hands?"
And there's just, if you or any of the other gods cared enough, you'd actually stop this. I'm fully to blame. I don't think for a moment I forgive any of you. And there's no way I'm leaving. I've got to kill a god after all.
And the pounding stops. And there's just silence there.
And then Lucas spends the next several days trying to put his armor on.
All right.
Because this is not an easy feat.
No, this is made more difficult still. And so night falls as everyone tends to the wounded, attempts to put on their armor, and tries to move on after this tragedy.
Can I talk to Rolda?
Absolutely.
You'll find her
whenever-
bouncing between the different triage houses, yeah.
Do you not take any kind of break whatsoever to rest up and get your spells back? Because I'm going to try to catch you when you're taking...
No, I mean, not unless I pass out.
You're not resting at all.
I can't rest. There's people dying.
And you're doing this in a character right now. Sorry. Okay, then Lilith was going to try to catch Rolda when she's on a break, but if she's not on break, then I'll...
You probably just catch her walking between different buildings. She goes from like a kind of a lower priority building to check in on the critical triage and
No,
see
she's
who
not.
has to be held out.
She's not going to bother you. She'll wait. She'll wait then. If she'll wait.
Okay.
But yeah, I guess that's an action Lilith is doing, just kind of looking, seeing what Rhoda's doing, and seeing Rhoda busy. She turns around. Go check on Jabetta though.
All right. Jabetta is healing people along with Mr. Mirai.
Yep. Side by side, just.
And then, if Jabetta's busy too, then, well, this is important. Healing people's way more of a priority. She'll hold off on that and just takes a deep breath and shakes her head and just goes back to being busy herself. Then she's like,
all right.
that seems to be the thing to do.
Okay. So this work continues into the night. Eventually, reinforcements from Daggerford arrive. Knights and clerics come out and assist with whatever healing and rebuilding, and they help defend the encampment through the night now that the walls are down. Because there was like a strafe, it cut a line through this place.
Yeah. At some point towards the end of the night, Gilberta will gather the group and tell them what the plan is for in the morning.
All right.
And she'll say, I've informed Thesco of what caused this. And I've made an agreement that we need to make this right. So we are going to get revenge on this half-dragon Carmine. And he has a friend nearby that trains Pegasi. And we're going to go, he's going to take us there in the morning.
I look at Lucas and then back at Jabetta. I was like,
I was just about to ask, was Lucas included in this?
yeah. Is he included? That's a good question.
Yeah, because he did this.
Okay. All right.
I look at Lucas's gone arm.
Can I
Are you
fashion a
even-
very makeshift sling to leave the limp, armor-filled, no armor-filled arm into?
Oh, sure.
Are you even able to still fight in your condition?
He doesn't really have a choice.
This isn't the first time I've fought with only an arm.
Just inspired by the background track, is there any chance that wolves are starting to circle around the village
God.
too, with all the dead people that they can smell?
There's probably a fair amount of wolves out there. I mean, Thescal and Barham protect the encampment from wolves on a nightly basis. However, with the reinforcements from Daggerford arriving, there's too much activity for wolves to creep too close by.
I don't know, but
Yeah.
now with all these dead people around, maybe Lucas's repercussions of his actions should continue into the next session.
Wolf packs don't act like that.
For-
That's way too
further
dangerous for the
story-
wolves.
The repercussions are going to follow him throughout the rest of the campaign. You know.
Yeah, like he's armless now. This is a severe detriment.
He's not armless.
Sorry,
He just has one arm less.
true.
I'm sorry, because no one's done it yet. It's just a flesh wound. There, got it out of the way. Thank you. YouTube commenters, you don't have to do it.
Hey,
now.
the nice thing is you're probably, what, 10 pounds lighter?
Get that dexterity bonus.
So,
20.
All right,
Lucas is ripped.
but does he float? That's a good question.
does he float?
Oh, no.
Rolled it definitely floats.
The discussion happens, and some small amount of rest is gained by the party through the night in the midst of this horror.
Then I'll catch Rhoda before bed then, if she's like, I'm trying to catch
for
someone.
sure.
Okay.
No, go ahead, have your conversation.
I mean, look, you can grab her at some point. She's
Yeah.
not going to stop until she absolutely has to, or everybody's taken care of.
Yeah, I know. But Lilith doesn't want to disrupt, because that's what matters most. But the whole
All right,
before bed thing.
So you'll catch her when everyone's either stabilized or dead.
Yeah.
So you're not sleeping. Okay.
Not unless everyone's stabilized or dead.
Eventually, the
right.
work is finished because of you guys got reinforcements coming in now. It's not like a pile of whatever healers.
There's
were
a certain
around.
point where there's nothing else you can do. And
Yep.
it's like,
Yeah.
okay.
You can have your talk now.
Are you sure?
Yeah, it's good. Go for it.
Rhoda.
Huh?
How are you doing?
I'm tired.
I bet. You did a good job today.
Thank you.
Yeah.
You did a good job too. I think that. Oh my God! I forgot to kill Baba Yaga.
She's not Baba Yaga.
Are you sure?
I'm positive, Rhoda.
If
She's not.
If she is Baba Yaga,
You
I have to
did
kill
see
her.
her
I promised
naked.
somebody I would. I promised.
Rhoda, I don't really want to go into too much detail, but. And then a flash of the nudity kicks in. I'm like, she's not Baba Yaga.
Yeah, just tell her that she doesn't have wooden feet.
Oh, no wooden feet.
Are you? Oh,
Okay.
you saw her feet?
That and more.
Okay, I guess vengeance will have to wait for another day.
And if you run into her, by her call her real name, it's Meredith. And she helped
Meredith.
out. She helped
Meredith is not Baba Yaga.
out. No, and her potions helped with your moment of crisis when you were down. So.
Oh, it woke me up. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
that's helpful because then I was able to help other people. Some people were about to die, but I stopped it.
You sure did. Rilda,
Yes.
you know how I said don't cast calm emotion on me?
Yes.
Love crying now. If it ever looks like my temper looks like it's going to hurt people, cast it.
You sure? Okay, I will remember this. You seem very upset now. I would like to cast it, but I'm very tired. I don't know if I can.
You're fine. I don't think I'm going to be putting you in danger with my current emotion.
Okay.
Unless you find me dangerous right now.
You just seem very upset.
Who wouldn't be? So many lives lost today. And not too long ago back at the keep, more lives were lost then too. And then there was our previous member that we lost.
I will
I've never seen so much death.
I will approach her and just kind of like take her hand if I can. Not cast anything, but
It's finally hitting Lilith.
people.
She has never seen so much death before. Like, Kashana was probably the first to go. That was the first time she's seen someone actually die. And then things just build up. Yeah.
Wow.
Mhm.
Lots of people die.
She was a lounge singer.
Mhm. This whole adventuring thing is a completely new experience for her, so
Yeah.
that's why a lot of dumb things happened. A lot of learning experiences. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Miss Lilith. Life is dangerous. Especially when you're trying to help. When you're trying to help a lot of people and make a big difference and do big things. And people have all kinds of different ideas of what's going to help. Some of those ideas are bad. And people die if you try to help sometimes. But people also die if you don't try to help. It's hard to know what's a good idea until after it happens. But as long as we keep trying, more people are going to die. What's important is I don't know what's important, but they have to keep trying. You can't just run away and be scared. You can't stop adventuring. You can't stop helping.
How do you stop feeling guilty for not being able to save those?
I tried to bottle it in. That bottle's broken. I can't do it.
Miss Lilith, do you think you are in charge of the universe?
I don't have that kind of power. I don't have that kind of power.
Then how can you decide who lives and who dies? You can only try to help. You do what's right.
But what if there was something more we could have done? Something more I could have done?
Well, I think if there was something else you could have done, you would have done it. You only know what you know, and you can only do what you can do. Sometimes if you know more things, you can do more things. But I'm sure you did everything you could.
I'm
And
holding
I think
on.
Mr. Lucas did everything he could too.
When she says that, I grip my rapier that Kashana bought for me.
I'm going to insight check to see if I noticed that.
Oh. What'd you get? Holy shit.
Miss Lilith, I told you I think I'm too tired to do any more spells today.
That's perfectly fine.
But don't hurt anybody. Not tonight.
No. No, no, no. I let go of my rapier. No, no, not. I'm not going to hurt anyone. No.
Miss Lilith, would you like to have a closer relationship with death?
Mm.
really, I like living.
Oh, yes. Death is just part of living. I'm just saying, understand it better and not be so afraid.
Processing. You die. That's just means you don't live anymore.
Everybody dies, though. What do you think happens? What about the people at the keep? What about the butler in Waterdeep?
Where are you going with this, Rolda?
He died and he's still around. And Mr. Corvan. There's a lot more to it. Maybe next time that we're in a place with a temple, you come learn about Kalimvor.
She's thinking about it.
Maybe you learn a little bit more, and anyone can take an oath as long as they are strong and believe what they're saying. Maybe you wouldn't be so worried about death if you had a little bit of that power in your own hands.
I'll consider it. Phil doesn't know how to say yes or no in this one, so it's in the maybe line, just like, how?
No, yes. Considering things is good. Get some sleep.
Uh-huh. She turns around and leaves.
All right.
Have a good night.
And Roller will spend the night sleeping in the building with the most about to die people.
Okay.
And before she goes to bed, she'll have her chat with Kalimvor, ask him to just look after these people and take them gently.
All right. You've rolled as you say your prayers for them. You feel that the guiding hand of Kalimvor kind of on your shoulder in this place surrounded by death. This reassurance that you've felt from time to time since you've signed on with this most recent deity.
Yeah.
In
Doing a
moments when
good
you're
job.
surrounded by death. All right. So as this ends, a camera comes up in this ruined town and goes into the forest of worms. A booming voice, the voice of Vakala Enna, echoes through the forest. You did what? I don't know what you're on about, bro. The guy wanted to have a scrap with me, so I had to lay him out. Our plan requires us to operate with a certain level of anonymity. A white dragon attacking a merchant encampment this far south is going to turn heads, and we are not prepared to deal with this yet. I am recalling Cryovane. Oh, come on, man. Why you gotta be like that? if you're so strong, you should be able to handle this on your own, Carmine. I am recalling Cryomane. You'll notify me when the eggs are ready. That is all. And the sending stones are closed. And that's where we're going to end today's session.
He lost his dragon.
Taking the car away until you can learn how to
Yep.
respect.
Yeah. I'm taking your substantial bodyguard.
You gonna die.
Wow.
Woo!
What an episode.
What an episode.
Emotional
So
roller coaster.
I am very glad. I was about to at the beginning be like, fuck it, we'll just go without background audio. I'm very glad that we had background audio for tonight.
It
Yeah.
was so good.
A couple choice moments we had to get it in.
So good.
Give it that nice little seasoning to the craziness.
Absolutely. Thank you again, everyone, so much for joining us for the show today. I hope you all had fun watching. Give us those follows if you haven't already. Check us out on Discord and all the social media if you want to keep track of all the fun things that we do on a week-to-week basis. We do 2 shows a week for Dungeons & Dragons. The first one is this one. The second one is Too Many Warlocks, and that happens every Monday night. And then we also have Poison Paradise, which happens on Tuesdays, which
Yes,
you
it
can
do.
tune in for some Deadlands action in the weird Wild West.
We might make it to Hollywood this
You might make
eventually.
it to Hollywood eventually. We'll see what happens.
Maybe this season. I don't know.
Look, let's, some of you might make it to Hollywood.
That's true. That's up in the air right now.
A
too.
portion. That said, we're also having a special event this month. We will have a Saturday show on the 21st where we will be doing a table flip of Clockwork Dominion,
Oh hey.
hosted by our very own Gilbetta fucking Knots,
Oh hey.
who
I'm
will
DMing in
be
this shit now.
challenging a table of experienced dungeon masters with special guest the Felix of Dingo Doodle's fame, who you might know as the mastermind behind the Fool's Gold campaign.
Is it the 21st or the 22nd?
First.
22nd Sunday.
20 seconds on Sunday, boy.
We
Yeah, we're
also
doing
played Waffle, I think,
Nothing
too, if you saw
important
the Evil
happens on
campaign.
Sundays.
nothing important. This show happens on Sundays. Yes, 21st, I say. And thank you so much for joining us. We are taking donations for a run for Gen Con for the rest of us. If you want to support the show, you can do it that way, or you can just give us a follow, or you can give us some bits or whatever you want to do. The follow is great. Follows are free, and we love follows.
Hey.
Oh, yes. Also, we got our Patreon. You can sign up for that, and you can play a game once a month with me, and I can psychologically mess with your characters on a monthly basis.
Somebody else take a turn.
We also
please.
added a benefit to the mid-tier where you can join our Minecraft realm
Yep.
Oh,
and play in Minecraft at the Avalon Knights
Yep.
Academy.
yeah,
That's
we're
a thing.
we pop in and out with our cool new skins created for us
Yep.
by Anna.
And if you want those skins and you want to be our doppelgangers running around the community, you can get them in the fan art section of our website at mercsofmischief.com.
Absolutely.
Also, stay tuned. We're going to be rating our friends over at Saving Throw Show. So
All right.
be sure to stay tuned to hop into that. Also, follow us on Discord to see the model of Lucas, or at least the previously two-armed Lucas, that we now have to modify.
We gotta change
We
it
now have to modify. The first one I printed, it's already obsolete.
Pre-incident, Lucas.
It's printing right now. Should
Get
be
his
done in like
arm
10
back
minutes. So
eventually.
as soon as it's done, I'll take some pictures and upload them to Discord. So follow us over there.
All right. So if that's all for today, then there's nothing else to say, but until next time, class dismissed.
It's D&D. It's D&D. It's D&D. It's D&D. We all agreed to play some D&D. That means role-playing, fighting and slaying, solving puzzles, maybe it's just me. But you guys won't.
No, we won't.
You guys just don't.
No, we don't.
Follow a single plotline through and through. I'm not complaining.